You been tripping on them hoes.
Yo, it's your boy Kaiser, and I'm back at another No Title, No Shame, No Game. And this is the show where we don't judge and we open up freely about ourselves. So tonight, we're going to have couple quick questions, and I'm going to also speak about, my eyes and refer back to a question that was asked of me a while ago. So, also in the show, you will see me breathe kind of heavy. Just know that I had to step back off my testosterone due to some underlying conditions, and um, it kind of affected my heart in a sense. I'm breathing heavy due to I'm having troubles today, but I'm still out here trying to push the show out, and I'll answer the questions. So this question is coming. These questions are coming from a family member that's a part of the family, but really doesn't know the family. So I'm going to answer these questions as honest as I can, by being discreet as possible, because I want you to be able to um, explore the family on your own terms and not take by, um, not like judge them because of how I view them. So your first question was what? It says what in my childhood made me more masculine. I would say the fact that I always played rough and dirty with the boys. I never really cared for dresses or nothing like that. Um, like I was saying in the last videos, I've had a lot of childhood trauma with sexual assault and sexual abuse. So that just kind of turned me off of being around guys or seeing a future with them at all. So that answers your question. So it was just pretty much me growing up. Your other question is, who did I hang around? I hung around a lot of people, but I hung around a lot of the older generation. I was always outside with a lot of the older people. So you'll find that I speak and I act like I'm an old person all the time. Yes, I had a lot of friends in school, but I don't know if they was my friends because either I was a butthead in school, or the fact of um or the fact of they wanted some type of protection or be around somebody that didn't take no crap, or whatever the case may be. Also, I was kind of athletic in school. I really didn't show my athletic C until I got to like middle school, high school. Honestly, probably towards high school. It says, what was my love life like? My love life sucks. I still have not got married. I'm still not married in my life. I only have one child. I hopefully that I do become married soon, because that is a dream of mine to become married and really actually settle down and have a real true family, and an honest wife and all that other stuff and things like that. But my love life was kind of rough. A lot of people cheated on me or did whatever they wanted to do. Honestly, so I really didn't have that. Coming from a broken home, feeling like you're abandoned, feel like you're always pushed aside and always the outcast. You really don't know what love is, and you have a tendency of meeting people that um just show you more and more of what love that you don't need. um, did my teenage years help me realize what I really wanted to look like and who I wanted to be? Yes. Um, like I said, I was very rough. I was very out there. I was a wild child. My teenage years was all over the place, but it did mold me and shape me into a better person, and it did mold and shape me into a person that I am now. I think if I wasn't able to experience those rough years, that I probably would not be the most quiet, kept, sensitive, heartfelt person I am today. They always say you have to learn from your mistakes in your past in order to have a bright future or keep moving forward. I have learned from a lot. Um, it's just a lot of stuff I just won't do no more. Um, and I just keep it pushing at the end of the day. So hopefully that really answers your questions. Um, I was always who I was. I didn't change for nobody. I have never changed for anybody. Yes, I do have a kid, and yes, I had probably had a couple boyfriends here and there, but I still always knew in my heart that that wasn't my future, and that was not what I wanted. Even after me having my child, um, at points I thought that I could work it out with my baby father, but things goes a different route of life. But we came to a mutual agreement at the end of the day, and he went his way and I went mine. That's just how that was. Um, but for the most part, I mean, I was raised by my sister majority of my teenage years. And then I pretty much just raised myself after that because I had a kid at my end of my teenage years. So the only thing I could really say to you is that my childhood was not easy as you might think it was. But when it comes down to this family, I want you to take your own judgment on this family and take your own point of view of who you want to deal with and who you don't want to deal with. Um, because I can't take that experience from you. If you know, love to be around me, cool. I mean, I can always teach you some ways and what to do and what not to do. But at the end of the day, you still are who you are. And you're going to always be loved from my heart, regardless. If anybody doesn't accept you, I'm going to always still love you regardless. I'm just one of those family members that have no judgment in my body. Key, hint, the show. I really don't judge. At the end of the day, I love all my family members, and I'm gonna always continue to love you, regardless if you're right or you're wrong. I can love you from a distance also. Um, but I wanted to talk to y'all just for a few minutes before the 2 minutes is coming up. I wanted to talk to you about my legally blind eyes. I was asked a question a while ago in a video. How does my physical and mental disability affect my everyday life? Now, like I always told y'all, with my eyes being, I can't see in certain eyes. I had to put my license down, and I just couldn't do certain things. What y'all didn't know is that I went to college also to be a mechanic and to be into the car world. Well, lo and behold, I can't see all the small pieces all the time. So I just took the option to step down from it um, and just not go that route because I didn't. Basically, I don't want to be a mechanic that messes up somebody's car. Also, in order to be a mechanic, you have to have a full license. And if I can't, drive or get a full license, then I won't ever be welcome into the mechanic world anyway, unless I do work on my own, which will take me longer because I'm female to male, and a lot of people, even with certifications, a lot of people are just people when it comes down to that industry. So, but I have learned how to do some other stuff in my life. So, these are Lego cars. I've been working on a lot of Lego cars. I have actually three in my collection. The other one I just got done not too long ago. It does take me longer than normal to build these cars because normally it probably takes me like an hour and a half to build cars like this because they're Lego pieces. But for a person that really can't see everything, it takes me longer than expected. So this takes me about normally 3 hours because I have to probably take it apart like 500 times and put it back together because I can't see all the pieces or some of the pieces are it's just too tedious. So I believe this took me about 3 hours to actually do because I really couldn't see everything, but normally a person would take them like an hour or some change, maybe 45 minutes, depending on how professional it is. But this is the closest that I'm getting to driving anything. The closest that I'm getting to driving anything. And I'm coming up with my 10 minutes, but I just wanted to show y'all that this is the closest that I'm probably going to ever get to driving anything. And hey, but I got another one for you also. This is my prized possession. This is my large car. I built this. Um, all my cars move. They all can go across the floor. All that. As you can see, the wheels are moving. Um, So normally it probably would have took somebody a whole day to build this. It took me 3 days to build this car because, like I say, things are very tedious and they are very. It takes time consuming, and with my eye condition, it takes me longer than normal to build stuff. But this is a hobby that I like because it's something that gets me as close as possible to still being behind the wheel of a car, and still me still also allow me to still be my own mechanic at the end of the day, because I can't be a real one. I do have a lot of my licenses in being a mechanic, but I can't work on nobody's car logically because of my eyesight and stuff like that. Like I said, you have to have your full license to be a mechanic, and I can't get one, and it plays all that factor. So to keep me from being depressed, this is what I do. I build cars and take my time on stuff. But I'm coming up on I'm way past my 10 minutes, but I'm coming up to the end. And I want you to know all the time that I have a shoulder to lean on, and I have an ear to listen, and a mouth to always voice your opinion. I want you to know that I always love everybody, and I always care about everybody. And I want you to succeed. If you can't take one thing from me, please take this. Regardless of whatever challenge we face in life, you still can always succeed and have an end game in life. No matter what we go through, we can always still be better for the future. We can always be that successful boss and that businesswoman or lead person or whatever you want to do in your life. Don't never let nobody tear you down or discourage you, because you're always going to be the best. Now remember, like I say, I always got a what? Shoulder lean on. And I always got what? Ears to listen. And I always got what? Always got a mouth and a heart to voice your opinion. I have a good one.